Day 5 of Willis Week 2021. Yes, covering all those films that Bruce Willis made in 2021 or that were released in 2021. And we've got another one with another familiar name besides just Bruce Willis. In this one, we've got Midnight in the Switchgrass, directed by Randall Emmett. We have a cop. Go figure. Bruce Willis is playing a cop. Again, poor guy's been typecasted, or they just felt like that might be the most comfortable spot to put Bruce Willis in. I don't know, but he plays a cop who's paired up with Rebecca, played by Megan Fox. And these two have been trying to take down a sex trafficking ring, but while they're out there investigating this sex trafficking ring along this highway involving truckers, they soon find themselves stumbling upon a case of a serial killer out in this area. And we see how Rebecca is driven to take out and capture this serial killer who is killing ladies of the evening, while Carl is just trying to make it to his next assignment. Yeah, this one is wild. Megan Fox putting in actually a solid performance in here. I was impressed by her character, Rebecca. The way she was written, she was strong until she wasn't. I will say I had that kind of problem with this character, that we see that sometimes with some other characters as well in the past, especially unfortunately with female characters, where they're strong, they're driven, they can kick some ass until they can't. They make smart moves till they don't. And that's Megan Fox's character in here. She was written a little better, but Megan puts a convincing performance. I liked the Rebecca character. You really want to see her bring down this serial killer. Now, the serial killer, Lucas Haas is playing Peter, who's the creepy guy in here. Didn't expect that casting. Lucas Haas, playing a very rather scary and creepy individual in this. I liked he played a very convincing creepy guy, and leading kind of a double life of sorts. You felt that. You could see his motivation. He didn't chew up scenes with this character. His was more of a bit of a subtly, maybe going for a little Anthony Perkins Psycho sort of angle with it. Not nearly as good, but still, you can see the effort is there. Again, high production value. There's some dark places it goes, as you would imagine. And I liked the settings that they had in here. There's a large, interesting cast of supporting characters, and the only part that was the weakest was, hold your breath, Bruce Willis. Now, there might be a reason for that. Apparently, again, we've read up, and it's Bruce Willis who shot all his scenes in a single day, and you can tell. You could really tell in this film. It's another one where I don't think he really needed to be in this film. In fact, his character may take something away from it because it doesn't really add too much. It's really about Rebecca and the cop that she helps with trying to track down the serial killer, played by Emil Hirsch, who they do an interesting angle with him as well. They bring some faith angles into it that I didn't expect to see, playing Byron, and this is a sympathetic character. This is another character that you were hoping something bad wouldn't happen to him. So I really like the dynamic between Hirsch and Fox, and I would have liked to just seen that, I think. No offense to Bruce Willis, but his character really just not really needed until he did. The way they wrote it, they did give him a part, but you can definitely tell that it was all shot in one day, scenes with him. And we do have Potter watch again. Yes, once again, Adam Hewell Potter shows up as a extra character called Heavy Trucker. He does show up here. You recognize his face in here, though he's not on screen long. So this guy is just, he's in everything that Bruce Willis is in. Not quite sure why, but I found that amusing. Midnight in the Switchgrass. If you're looking for work from Megan Fox, where she is showing her talent, this one does. She shows her acting talent in this one, and I was surprised by her performance in a good way. And I hope to see other of her work to where she can maybe shed off some of the skin of the past films she's done. So hard to say, but this is a mixed bag film. If you're like your crime serial killer type of movie, you may want to check this out. Just again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just the broken record for 2021. Bruce Willis seemed to be cashing it in a bit here, and it's understandable shooting all your scenes in one day. So take it or leave it, folks. Midnight in the Switchgrass, crime thriller that if you like those, you'll like this. It's got a high enough production value, and there's a lot of other elements enough in here to keep you interested until the end. Though it may be just a bit predictable. So if you have seen Midnight in the Switchgrass, please leave your comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts on it. Check out our Patreon and all the other fun bells and whistles. Subscribe. We'd love to hit 2,000 subscribers at some point this year, and we can only do that with your help. Until next time, keep that ticket stub.